Hi, hello, it's Leilani from the Bible in 1 Year. We are reading in Habakkuk chapter 3. Now, Habakkuk simply prayed for revival. He knew how God once worked and how his people responded, and he longed to see it again. Now, the prayer of Habakkuk shows us that revival is a work of God and not the achievement of men. Now, just last year, we read of a revival that happened in Asbury Christian University in America. And one of the people involved said, revival doesn't cost a cent, except tears and brokenness, meaning that we don't have to hold these great crusades or these great meetings together. We can just simply come together and pray. It doesn't need to be grand. It doesn't need to be organized. It should be hearts longing for the Father with brokenness, earnestly seeking Him. And I believe if we want to see revival taking place in our lives today, the simple answer would be to seek Jesus, because He is the source of revival. And when we seek Him, God promises to answer us again and again. And sometimes His answers is not what we expect or what we want, but it is bigger and better than what we are asking. 2 Chronicles 7 verse 14, one of my favorite verses, says, "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, I will forgive their sins, and I will heal their land." Habakkuk prayed knowing very well that they didn't deserve revival, so he prayed for mercy. Basically saying, Lord, I know that we deserve your wrath, but in the midst of your wrath, remember mercy and send revival among us. Habakkuk remembered how God had saved them in the past. It made him full of faith for what God could do in the present and in the future. He knew that God does not fall short when we face difficult situations. And sometimes we may think, if God is so great and powerful, how come or why am I going through a hard time? Habakkuk knew that this was the wrong question and the wrong attitude. Instead, he said, I know you are strong, Lord, and mighty. And if we are in miserable circumstances, it is because we deserve it. Yet, I will still praise you and even rejoice in you. With the circumstances he just described, Habakkuk could find no joy in the fig tree or in the vines or in the fields or in the flock. Yet God was unchanged. He could still rejoice in the Lord because He is unchanging. I think this is what real worship means. To know the facts of our problems, like health conditions, work strain, relationship difficulties. We can know the facts of our problems because faith does not deny fact. But faith should rise above it because God is greater than all the problems. Now, whatever your situation might look like, take the leap of faith today and start rejoicing in the storm. Praising God that He is enough, because praise opens prison doors. Praise makes the chains fall off. And praise shifts our focus from the problem to the problem solver. Make the choice to trust in Him in the midst of difficult situations. Until we read together again next week, be blessed and goodbye.